So what is going on, everyone? My name is LittleMarMan. We have another Der Eisendrache storyline video. Earlier today we basically uploaded a Dr. Gruff storyline video as well, and basically his story and his significance in, of course, the Call of Duty Zombies storyline. And in that video I was talking about some moon radios that actually have quite the reference for Der Eisendrache, and of course some Der Eisendrache things that have reference to a lot of moon things, and I thought I'd include them all in this video. This is basically the moon radios that have Easter eggs, sort of connections and stuff with, of course, Der Eisendrache. Now before we get into these series of radios, I'm basically going to play them and do a bit of an explanation for each one of them, but other than that you're basically going to hear firsthand these moon radios that probably a lot of people haven't actually heard, because like I'm guessing like about half the people that are coming into the community now haven't actually played Moon, which is of course a good few years old. But nonetheless, of course, all the community is welcome to understand, and it is pretty easy to brush up on that part of your knowledge if you're not too certain on things because of these radios. But nonetheless, the first thing that we actually need to know is, of course, that Der Eisendrache is the Eagle's Nest. Now, when we got these moon radios, we knew that Richtofen was coding in from Eagle's Nest, but we just assumed that that was Doris or something like that. But no, it is actually like Griffin Castle, what this Der Eisendrache map is actually set on, and that is really cool to know. And of course Griffin Station is basically the moon base. So yeah, we actually do know this from the conversation that we hear pretty much every single game. Once you make to about round 3 or 4 on this map, I'm going to play for you now. I actually rebuild a barrier in the middle of this. This is the only sort of snippet that I actually had pre-recorded on my PC. So yeah, let's take a listen, and you'll actually hear a conversation between the younger Richtofen, but nonetheless he actually does code in from, of course, the Eagle's Nest, and Dr. Gruff is coding in from Griffin Station. Let's take a listen.
Eagle's Nest, this is Griffin Station. Come in. This is Eagle's Nest. Over. Richtofen, it's not you. When we didn't hear from you, we failed the worst. You're not, Dr. Gruff. It's me, Edward. Any reports from the Giants suggesting my demise are erroneous.
Pretty cool. Now we once again assumed Eagle's Nest was Doris, but it actually is Der Eisendrache, so that is one thing to take heading into this first radio, and then I'm going to play some audio reels as well. But without further ado, let's get straight into radio number 1. Let's take a listen.
Gentlemen, for 2 long years we have toiled here under the Eagle's Nest to build our fortifications. For 2 long years we have taken equipment to build up our labs. For 2 long years we have worked under Group 935, believing that Dr. Maxis truly wants to help the world. For 2 long years we've led a double life. Today, that all ends. I bring to you what this project is all about. What I have worked to keep from my enemy. What is it, Dr. Richtofen? Looks alien. It is an ancient drill machine. And you, Dr. Groff, are now the lead scientist here at Griffin Station. You will be the one to discover how it works. We first must discover what it does. 9, Dr. Groff. I know what it does. It has a direct connection to another dimension. It is so preposterous. No more preposterous than teleporting all of this gear to the moon or to building Griffin Station. Is it? I suppose not. How do you know what it does? I have found many interesting real artifacts here. I have decoded some of their language. All signs point to this device being the stable gateway to the ether.
Dr. Richtofen, I'm aware of a project being run by Dr. Maxis at Doris concerning Brill.
As am I. I am going back to my post at Group 935 to continue the charade. I will be finding out just how much information Dr. Maxis has on Brill. Once the machine is operational, I will enact my plan and return. Gentlemen, let the games begin. So loud!
So obviously in this you can actually hear Richtofen appointing Dr. Gruff to be in charge of studying the MPD and what it does, and basically he's appointing him to Griffin Station, and that is actually where he's located right as the Der Eisendrache map takes place. Let's move on to the next audio reel.
This is Griffin Station. We have an update. Over.
Dr. Cross, have you made any progress?
Yes, Doctor. The machine is ready and awaiting the conduit.
Very good. I will proceed with Operation Shield. We'll join you shortly.
Security Protocol 935.
I will dispose of Dr. Maxis and that little brat personally. Do not touch anything.
So obviously you hear Groff coding in from, of course, Griffin Station, and he's sort of seeking out a response from Eagle's Nest, which is, of course, their Eisendrache, where Richthofen was located, because this parallel timeline is, well, this timeline is actually parallel to the one that we actually see in the Giant, because these radios are from World at War and Black Ops 1, sort of that timeline, and like it's pretty much symmetrical to what we actually have in Black Ops 3, all the way up to the point of right after Maxis and Samantha are actually teleported. So I'm going to play the radios leading from where Richthofen actually tries to dispose of Samantha and Maxis, because remember, Maxis is not sort of all for what Richthofen and Groff are actually for, which I actually explain in the Dr. Groff video, so if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out once again. But let's take a listen to this radio.
Mr. Schuster, report.
The tanks are full and the shields are down. The machine is humming nicely.
Good. And what of the shipment?
Most are buried outside of the base. The live ones we've sent back to customer posting.
Excellent. There's nothing left but to wait for Dr. Richtoffen's return.
Perhaps this is a good time to work on my low-gravity putting in the biodome.
Yes, a little leisure time.
Intruder detected. Receiving bay. This is not a drill.
Security, report.
This is not a
What?
drill.
Can you repeat?
She's coming right for them!
Get her!
Get back here!
Knife! Do not let her! Damn it! Dr. Schuster, find a way to get her out of the pyramid. I will contact Edwards and let him know there has been an incident.
So probably a radio a lot of you are familiar with. This sort of happens or takes place directly after Richthofen traps sort of Maxis and Samantha in that teleporter back on the Doris facility, and of course teleports them, and that's how he was actually planning to dispose of them. And Samantha then ran and basically tripped and fell into the MPD, and of course that consumed her, and then she was put into control of the zombie. So the next radio that I'm going to play for you is Maxis being teleported up shortly after, and he's basically trying to get her out, or at least that's what he wants to make Groff and Schuster think that he's doing. Remember, they are going behind his back with all this research and stuff, and he isn't happy about it one little bit. Let's take a listen.
I hope this works. Schuster, power it up.
Systems nominal. Accessing the device. Interface via MTD active. Accessing MTD. MTD integrity check nominal. Awaiting input.
Excellent. Bring the sample.
Analyzing MTD. Creating profile. Profile created.
Excellent. Now, scan for target.
Yes, Doctor.
Target located.
Bring him here. Immediately.
Greetings, Dr. Maxis.
Schuster, I should have known. Where is that rat Edward? Where are we? And how did you get me out of that wretched
None
tunnel?
of that is important right now. Allow me to fill you in.
Samantha, honey, Daddy is here. Come, dear, please. Open the machine. Daddy will not let them hurt you anymore. Honey, Daddy knows he's made some mistakes. I am truly sorry that you were put through so much. When your mother died, I could not bear the thought of losing you, too. That's why I kept you so close. I did not mean to neglect you. I just wanted to know you were safe from harm.
Daddy!
I love you, Samantha.
I love you too, Daddy.
Can you do something for me? Something very important.
Yes.
course, if you watched my video earlier on Dr. Graf, who was sort of the central character nearly in, of course, the development of the plot and stuff for, of course, the zombie saga from the point of Der Eisendrache and a bit before it as well, then you would understand that basically we thought he died after Maxis actually ordered Samantha to kill each and every member of Group 935, but he actually did end up surviving because he's actually talking to us in, of course, Der Eisendrache, which takes place sort of directly after, not really directly after, probably a few weeks after this, because it sort of took the crew 2 weeks to actually travel to, of course, Der Eisendrache from the Giant. So about the time of the Giant, this was sort of happening, and of course then I presume Schuster actually did die, and of course Groff then is communicating with us in, of course, the map of Der Eisendrache. But nonetheless, that is a bit of the background with the moon radios and, of course, the link that it has to, of course, Der Eisendrache. Now, Der Eisendrache, I'm still sort of shocked at the fact that, like, we assumed Eagle's Nest was a codename for Therese, even though, like, it was sort of the Giant, and we just assumed it was maybe a different facility or something. And now that we know that sort of that blank in the story is actually filled in, Eagle's Nest is, of course, Der Eisendrache. And yeah, that is pretty much where I'm gonna leave it. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all learned something. Do smash that like button if you did enjoy, and of course subscribe for more storyline videos like this one. And if you have any questions, do leave them down in the comment section below. I reply to pretty much any question that is asked. And yeah, I just thought it would be really cool to sort of showcase the moon radios for anybody that hasn't really heard them too much. And that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Once again, peace out, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in another video very, very soon. Bye.